All right, ladies, so we've made our way to some vertical pelvic floor exercises. So we want ones that integrate the core more so than not, right? Because the pelvic floor is part of your core. And what does your core do? Your core regulates intra-abdominal pressure. It provides stability through regulating that intra-abdominal pressure every time you move an arm or a leg, or there is an increased load applied and you're pushing through an arm or a leg. So grab a little band. We're going to throw it around the end of your thighs, so it should be above your knees. And what we're going to do, we are going to use that band to integrate more core activity into a lunge, okay? So I want you to take a staggered stance. So your feet should be, I guess, 3 foot lengths apart. We'll go with that from the back of the back foot all the way to the heel of the front foot should be about 3 foot lengths apart, okay? And I'm going to stand lightly pressing down into both feet. And when you push down, you probably suddenly felt as if muscles around your butt turned on. Not 100%, but a little bit. And also as if you suddenly became a little bit more vertical through your torso. Let's also not lean back. We want to try to keep our ribs right over top of our hips. And I like to think about that by thinking about long side bodies, okay? Not long in the front, not long in the back, but long through your sides. Let's pop up the back heel, okay? So we're on the flat part of the front foot and just the toe of your back foot. Let's take your hands together in front of your heart. You're gonna lightly press them together, kind of like in yoga, either making a fist or just pressing palm to palm. And we are going to slowly lower, keeping our legs going where we want them to go. The band tries to pull them together. You just want each leg to slowly bend at the knee. You want your legs to stay in the same plane as your hip. So if you had a flashlight shining straight out of your belly button, you want it to shine straight forward. You can add a little bit of a Kegel, a pelvic floor activation on purpose. If you've been instructed to do that by me, then I want you to do it. If you've been told not to worry about it, then don't worry about it. So we're going down, and the purpose of that band, like we said, is to force us to add a little bit more core activation. And how does it do that? Because the core, it also engages. It's tied in through fascia when your abductor muscles and your external rotator muscles have to work. So we've got multiple avenues to voluntarily and involuntarily activate your deep core here. So if this hurts anyone's knees, double check your belly button flashlight. Is it pointing straight forward? Could you step your back leg out to the side just a little bit? Can you try to be a little more vertical? Perhaps you don't want to go down quite so far. All right, we're going to switch sides, okay? Step forward, give yourself a little bit of a shake out. And let's reverse those legs, right? About 3 foot lengths from front to back. And remember, let's have a little more width between your feet, so wider than hip distance apart, if you find that you need a little bit better balance. Come up to the toe of your back leg. The front foot's going to stay flat the whole time. And we're going to press those palms together. Get a little bit of core activation going right here from the get-go. Your legs, remember, they're lightly going in opposite directions. One leg is going to bend forward. The other one, well, it's not opposite, but it's pointing straight down. We're going to lower down into that lunge, keeping ribs and shoulders stacked right over top of those hips. And it's not a massive lunge, but it is enough still that you're getting some definite work through most of your leg muscles and your hip muscles. Don't let that band pull your legs together. You guys are doing great. I know this can feel like it makes you sweat. This is an awesome exercise because I really feel like after having a baby, a lot of times we don't build back up the muscle strength in our thighs. And so then when we go to do things that require heavy lifting, like children, or yard work, things like that, Your pelvic floor isn't prepared because it doesn't have good big supporting musculature, but it also doesn't know how to integrate when you do activate the big supporting musculature. So that's why I like exercises like this. Let's go for 4, 3, hey, it's at the end, but let's check that belly button flashlight. Straight forward, right? 2, and 1. Let's stand up together. Okay. Rewatch if you need to review any cues, and perform the number of repetitions per side that we have talked about, and reach out with any questions. Have a great day.